Hey, I probably made shit look too. I probably made that shit look simple, and everybody knew that shit get. Hey, hey, hey. I probably made that shit look simple, and everybody knew that shit get hard. I probably deserve to be the richest. I waited longer than everybody. I probably told that hoe I miss her. She probably sound for everybody. Just cause I laugh don't mean it's true. Shit got a whole different meaning with you. You probably lie right to my face. I made you think I'm believing you. I miss Broden and we po Ace. That's probably the only safe thing to do. I miss from track house, felt like rapes, and they ain't even know what I was speeding to. Really a rapper, but I'm with the wolves, cause I know they got dreams too. We had fell out, the whole world seen it. They had told me to leave you. Went back home and I got rich, and then they said I needed you. So and so said I gave out bad energy, but that's just my friend group. I stopped talking to her cause she's mad at me when she know I had shit to do. Ski right back, I'm on my way. Hey. I'm so out of space. All my means gotta be at 3 a.m. Same nigga slime me out. Be the same nigga that lied for me. I'ma go MIA. I'ma come right back with more rags for me. I can't feel my face. I can't feel my face. No gravity. Whole ain't in my way. But it's a few that's on the ride with me. I'm so out of space. I'm so out of space. Forgot about gravity. I can't feel my. Ain't no gravity. I can't feel my face. I can't feel my face. No gravity. Hey, 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 a hoe ain't in my way, but it's a few that's on the ride with me. I can't feel my face, no gravity. Top, you know what, niggas not, you know what, you know what's going on. Every field, man, made M's. Guess we're back here again for the 500th time. Jesus Christ. I'll be honest with y'all, this YouTube shit. I ain't gonna lie. I don't like streaming on YouTube either, bro. Nobody knows to go over here, bro. Nobody follow, nobody subscribe to me over here for this shit feel desolate. It's lonely, bro. It's lonely, bro. And I got it, and my mic not working for some reason. My headset mic not working. I gotta use my shitty ass webcam microphone. Like it's all bad, bro. It probably work if I just restart my PC, but I'm just so out of it, bro. Fucking hell, bro. I gotta find that spark. I gotta find that motivation again, bro. Cause this Twitch ban shit just fucked up my whole momentum, folks. Why is your name Faith S? Who the fuck? You talking about this leader? Why is your name Faith? Who is Faith?
I got banned on Twitch, jackass. Duh, why the fuck else would I be on YouTube? I don't want to be on this dog shit platform as much as the next person, but I don't got a fucking choice when I got fucking dipshits reporting me because they don't want to see me do anything. Niggas are just haters. It's whatever, bro. Not even like I said anything offensive. Truthfully. And I'm still stuck on that too because I don't know. Be on bullshit. Anyways, I've been sitting up here. I've been watching Stream University and shit. You know, my boyfriend broke up with me. Oh my god. I'm sorry to hear that. You want to cook? No, I'm just playing. What the fuck? Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm assuming you're not trolling and you're being completely serious. If you're being completely serious, Leah, if you're being completely serious, I send my condolences. I apologize for that, bro. I apologize. I mean, I apologize if that happened to you. I don't know why I'm apologizing like I did it. The fuck? I apologize if that happened to you, folks. Don't trip on Twitch's ass. No, it's not ass. It is ass. Their TOS is ass, but as far as engagement, as far as having like a streamlined platform for people who want to be streamers and shit, you said you being for real? Okay. I apologize if that happened to you, bro. Real shit. You feel me? That happens. It happens. We all go through breakups. We all go through hard times. I mean, I got out of shit a bad breakup when my ex kicked me out the crib. That's what motivated me to do content creation. When I had to move back in with my parents and basically start from scratch, that's what motivated me. That's what really genuinely motivated me to do content creation because I was in a really bad place. You know, negativity doesn't just come from nothing. It comes from, comes from pain, bro. From going through heartbreak, from stepping on a fucking Lego type shit. You feel me? So I don't feel bad about it, bro. Just be constructive. You know, try to find an outlet, find a way to keep yourself distracted. Because at the end of the day, it's it's like 4 billion niggas. It's like 5 billion niggas in the world, bro. That's what I tell. At least that's what I tell myself every day. Shit, it's five. Shit, that's just one bitch, bro. It's like 5 billion, 5 billion other bitches. For I'm worried about one. Like no, nigga. Like if anything, being a content creator, I done made so many friends, female and other, bro. Not saying I'm not sexually active. I'm not. I'm not. Let me just get that. Let me just make that clear. I'm not sexually active, but I have met a lot of very nice women who I can relate to, who relate to me and shit, who fuck with my content. So I respect them, bro. I respect them like you feel me. So it's not like you gotta find a way, bro. You said push me to start my rap career. Oh yeah, okay, that's not the method game. I'm at the. I just want to walk out of the conversation. It's like 9 billion at this point, yeah, probably. But try not to be too held up on that, folks. Because listen, it's yeah, when one nigga doesn't appreciate you, another one will, bro. Sometimes even more than others. Like I feel like with every relationship I've had in my life, it's always been like an upward progression in the level of interest in me personally, or investment. So like it's just one relationship, like whatever. On to the next. And we niggas young as hell, folks. You young as hell. Like we all, everybody in the chat young as hell, folks. We got a whole lot of life left to live, bro. Whole lot of relationships to chase. Whole lot of money to acquire. You feel me? So don't be held up on what one nigga. Box has a lot of women in his community. You're not a woman, bro. Stop playing, folks. You play too damn much, brother. You play too fucking much. Shut up. I only got like minimum 3 women at a time in the chat. Minimum three to four women at a time in an active chat. I'm not even gonna lie. 21 years is over. No, it's not, gang. You sound like a pussy right now, bro. It's never over, bro. Don't be a bitch. I don't know if you're trolling or not, but if you're serious and you think it's really over, bro, you sound like a bitch, bro. Get over yourself, nigga. We all going through something, bro. Figure it out. Bro, thanks, man. I needed that. Yeah, listen. Even though a lot of y'all trolling, bro, if y'all ever ask me for like some real, because I have been through a decent amount, like been through breakups, I've been homeless, nigga. I've had to do a lot of things to help my situation. You feel me? You feel me? Like content creation is just my outlet to get gets me through the day. So really, that's like a lot of motivation for me streaming is because a lot of times I be depressed and shit. Like I ain't gonna lie, it's really like validating to come on stream and chat it up with niggas and talk shit and just actually be myself instead of just trying to live up to this corporate presentation that I've made for myself and it's all this bullshit I got to deal with in the workplace and my parents and the expectations and all this other bullshit. It's the only opportunity in the day I get to fucking distract myself, bro. That's why it's so important for y'all for niggas to have hobbies, to have things that they can help escape from like the real world and shit. You feel me? Because life is hard, my nigga. Life is hard, my nigga. Like you going through hard shit. I go through hard shit. Melon got a big swollen gumball head. He going through hard shit. You feel me? Yo, your videos have brought me so much joy. It's not even funny, bro. I'm a veteran. You a veteran? Like in the military? Or are you just saying like you a veteran and watching my videos? I don't know. I don't know how to like respond to that in a proper way. If you want to join the Discord, just type !Discord in the chat. As a matter of fact, I'll do it for you. So you have to make the extra effort, bro. I'll do it for you. Life is hard, but I'm harder. Valid. That's a valid sentiment to have, bro. Uh, you know I streamed last week. Oh, I didn't know you streamed. Leah, is this stream a good tech? I'm not on Kick. I want to be on Kick, but Kick is ass. Nobody really wants to go to the Kick, so that's why we on Twitch. I mean, I wish we was on Twitch. I mean YouTube. Hold on, I gotta text somebody back. Y'all give me a second, folks. The eaters are hungry. Yo, whoever just followed me, bro, appreciate that. Or subscribe to me. I don't know who just subscribed to me. I cannot see the notification box. I don't know where that shit went. But I appreciate y'all for subscribing to me for real shit. I wonder if I can see it on my I hope y'all enjoyed that yarn, bro. You're not gonna get another one like that. That's once in a lifetime right there. I'm just playing. I ain't got no eaters, so I'm just playing, fool. Yo, why is he even more ass bro? Union the stream is 1080, bro. 180p, 10 seconds behind. That's the reason why it's 180p, 10 seconds behind. Y'all want to know why it's 180p, 10 seconds behind? Because of my resolution. My resolution settings, bro. My resolution settings are dog shit right now. The current bitrate is lower than the record. Okay, so I need to figure out my stream settings. Hold on, I need to heighten my bitrate, bro. Matter of fact, let me edit this shit. I might have to restart my stream, y'all. Alright, y'all. I increased the bit rate by about like 2,500 bits. I don't know if that's gonna make a considerable difference. I don't fucking know. It should be like slightly more up to date. I'm not really sure. I know my quality ain't the best right now, but that's to be expected. I ain't even gonna sit here and lie to y'all, folks. A lot of y'all niggas trying to watch this shit at fucking 1080p, 4K, 60 FPS with ultraviolet screen, Galaxy Village Vision, or whatever the fuck y'all looking at my shit on, bro. But I know I'm trying to get it up, y'all. Give me a second. I'm trying to figure this shit out, bro. Yo, let me know if this shit look better though. Let me know if this shit look better. God, I'm really a YouTube streaming ass nigga for. Is it over? Nah, it's over if I go on Kick. Then it's really over. No, it's over if I go on Rumble. Ooh, yeah, that's the one. That'll get you. That'll get you. Then I have to start. Then I have to become an alt-right, a fucking alt-right political commentator, bro. I'm gonna have to be affiliated with Nick Fuentes, even though he don't even like black people, bro. Ah, shit. God damn, bro. Not gonna lie, box. I gift you a sub, but you more well off than me. I'll be capping for. I don't be making that much money off this shit, nigga. It's nice to have a little bit of extra bread in my pockets, but I ain't no goddamn millionaire, nigga. You feel me? I ain't making as much. I can't tell niggas to pull 10K out the bank account. I can ask niggas if they can pull 5K out the bank account. Fuck. Nah, it's never over, bro. No, I can't. I'm joking. Of course, it's not over. I just hate that I got a stream, but bro, I'm finna lose so much engagement after I get unbanned. That's the fucked up part about this shit. Why couldn't they have just banned me for like 3, 4 days? Why a full fucking week, nigga? Did I really deserve that? This is my second ban too. Yeah, I gotta. Yeah, I'm gonna have to really like slow it, I'm gonna have to really like rein the saddles when it comes to my style of content. But I ain't worried about it though. This stream really helping me like calm my nervous system for real life. About yeah, for sure. And if you ever just need like advice, niggas can just hit me. Like niggas don't really be hitting me up in the messages. Every time I ask a nigga to hit me up, they just send me fucking memes, bro. Y'all niggas be weird, bro. Like stop, like any nigga that messages me, they never like, oh, I know I like your videos or I need some help with something. It's always like they always just sending me memes. Like nigga, we're not friends, bro. Stop fucking sending me memes, nigga. Niggas be weird as hell, folks. You need to take a DEI course so you can stop saying slurs on stream. You need to take a course on BBC so you can learn to suck better, bitch ass nigga. Shut the fuck up. I can say whatever the fuck I want, when I want, how I want, nigga. Well, until I get banned. Like I'm making so much money off you. I actually bought my nigga said I actually bought my first car. There's no clip page making that much money off of me, nigga. There's not a single. I've checked all of my clip pages, folks. There's not a single clip page making that much money off me to where niggas can say that they can buy a car off me, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Nigga just be talking, folks. Oh shit. I don't mean to play my own meetings in the background. My bad, folks. My clips. If I asked you for a $20 bill, you slide right? I don't think I would, nigga. Don't ask me for no fucking money. You ask me, like, listen, I'm giving you free advice. That's the most. That's the most. You gonna get fucking $20 worth of advice, nigga. Fuck you talking about? Nigga said I just let out the meanest fart. Man, get your stanky booty ass out of my chat, fool. I mean, I need to know that, fool, because I literally, I like how you did that just as I was about to fart into the mic. Now the fart won't even come up, bro. My cheeks are closed now because you said that shit. Ruin my whole fart intro and shit, folks. Like, yeah, Unc, I'ma send something to your cash app. If you did, I appreciate it, folks. Free my nigga Boxy, man. Yeah, free me, man. Free me, man. I'm still on shit. I'm holding it down in here, folks. I can only tell Big Dick Randy no for so long, folks. We farted in sync. Nah, we not that. We not that. We don't got that much in common. I don't want to. I don't want to fart with you. I'll take a shit with you though. You feel me? Type shit. Keep this, bro. Alright, y'all. I want to get into some I want to get into some story times and shit though, nigga. You ask me some questions though, which I want to know. Sir Clippington back at it again with another hot video for y'all today, folks. Sending you $50 game. Alright. I mean, you don't gotta tell me that. You could just like if you would do that, folks, just send it, gang, and I'll read it out on stream, folks. What's your favorite video game and why? Niggas always ask you what my favorite video game is, and I can never give y'all a clear-cut answer because, for one, that's just I feel like video games are one of the most subjective things to talk about, bro. Because how do you even define fun, nigga? Like, what's a fun video game to y'all, nigga? That can mean 100 million things. Like, there's like 8 bajillion genres, bro. 5 bajillion video games. Like, how do you even come to like a concise like this is my favorite video game? I can give you like my favorite game by the genre, but like a favorite video game overall. Because I play all kinds of games. I play action games. I play RPGs. I play RTS games. I played MOBAs before. I've played FPSs before. I played platformers before. Shit. I play rhythm games. You feel me? I play puzzle games. Like, it's not just I don't have like one particular game. I play hentai games. No, add me on Steam, by the way. I don't want y'all to see my hentai collection. I don't need y'all to know what games I play on. That's why I don't let niggas add me on Steam, folks. This nigga said modded Hoonie Pop, for what the fuck? When was my first introduction to gang violence? For almost got shot when I was was like 8 years old. So like you know like how like I ain't gonna lie, growing up really was kind of I've had a relatively normal childhood, right? I come from a 2-parent household. Only difference between me and most other kids that I have a father. Most other niggas have a father, for, and I feel like niggas really used to like to be like. I feel like when you in the hood, when you got a father, it be feeling like niggas be like trying to like spite you because of that shit. Any nigga that ever tried to bully me was mad because they didn't have a dad in their life. You feel me? So they was taking that shit out on me for like, I get it, for your dad didn't want to stay in your life because he was ugly, gang. I wouldn't stay in your life either, nigga. It only made sense. Uh, anyways, so the first time I ever got into a shooting, or not into it, making it sound like I got into a shooting makes it sound like I was shooting. No, fuck no. So I was just playing basketball in the park and shit. So playing and thugging with my homies. You feel me? Thugging with my homies is crazy, nigga. I was playing basketball. What the fuck? I was in the park playing basketball, folks. And out of the blue, some nigga. I remember this like it was the back of my head. For I was just sitting in the park and then some nigga started running around the park just flinging out shots. I think he was running from the police or something. He was shooting back at the police in the park. But the direction that the police were coming from was from the park and shit. And he was like on the way opposite side. And he was trying to shoot at 2 different directions where the police officers was, including where the playground was at and shit. In the basketball court. And all I remember is like the bullets whizzing past my head, for like I remember hearing this shot like whoosh, 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 just whizzing past my head. For I'm just sitting there. I ain't gonna lie. I was waiting to die. I'm not gonna lie, folks. I was really in that bitch waiting to die. I just was frozen. I couldn't move. I was just waiting for the one shot to end me, folks, to send me to heaven's gates. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, folks. Nigga, I was just playing basketball. I didn't mean to phrase it like that. I ain't gonna lie, I was just waiting. I was literally just sitting there like I'm waiting for my 8-year-old fat nugget head to get tapped. I ain't gonna lie, that shit was funny as hell though. That shit was fun. Cause I remember Tate 600 had the same exact story how he was sitting in the car, folks. Like, cause I literally felt like I was looking death in the face. I ain't never felt such fear in my whole fucking life, to where I felt like at any single moment I was finna lose my head, folks. Like, it was really scary, folks. Like, I didn't know what to do, and but eventually he just stopped firing for, and I think the police had caught him. Like, he tried to throw the gun and tried to run into somebody's crib or something, folks. And then they got him. They got him later on, but like they got him though. They got him. He almost got packed up at 8 years old, almost became a civilian casualty, bro. Oh God, another statistic. That shit would have been crazy, fool. I ain't gonna lie. Cause as an 8 year old, I didn't know how to react to that shit. I'm just thinking like, fool, like if I die, I die. Being an 8 year old and being content with death is insane, folks. But I can't really tell if that was because I was going through something philosophical or if I was just frozen in fear or I should have. I definitely pissed myself that day. I remember pissing my pants. It was a long string running down my leg to my socks. Play Detroit Become Human. I never played that before. There's a lot of them quantum dream games. I never played none of them games. I never played a single one of them games. I never played the Query. I never played Until Dawn. I've seen people play them games too, and I haven't seen people play that game though. I never. I like to believe if I convert to Islam, it'll be 72 virgins in heaven waiting for me, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Nigga said I love DBH for Dodge for like water. I appreciate everybody for coming to the stream. I appreciate the 18 people that came to the stream today, bro. I know it's gonna be a pretty strong, a pretty strong. Holy Jesus, it's gonna be a pretty small stream today, but I appreciate everybody for showing support, bro. Real talk. We come a long way. You feel me? We're not gonna let no setbacks hold us back, bro. I ain't gonna lie, chat. I'm gonna let it be known that I know I'm not the greatest example of this shit, but I want everybody. I want everybody to genuinely follow their dreams, bro, and do it.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna keep going crazy, keep praying, and just keep having fun, bro. But that's all God, man. That's all God.
I just want to have my moment where I can come on stream every day. Uh, on Clip Farm question: what's your thoughts on female horror characters? Useless. I ain't gonna lie. There are literal. There are doors that can open that have more worth than a female horror movie character. So them bitches have no purpose on this earth. It's cool. I wish motherfuckers wouldn't text me all at the same time. Y'all know I'm streaming, right? But I don't mean to be disrespectful though, because there's some raw ass horror movie character. I don't know if y'all count Ripley from whatchamacallit from Alien. She raw as hell. The girl from the cat the what's that shit? The Cabin in the Woods, folks. She was raw as hell. And that's no disrespect to women though. I love women. I feel like they just be like inappropriately casting y'all in horror movies to make y'all look stupid as shit. Like trying to say that every woman reacts irrationally to all forms of trauma, which isn't just a female reaction. That's a human reaction. I mean, it's not just a female reaction. You feel me? So I don't want to hold nobody accountable to no shit like that. You feel me? Shit happens, folks. Shit happens. No pun intended. Not referring to the fact that Leia's finna take a shit, but good for her. Nigga, here, Boxy Brown, what if you load up a Roblox horror game? I might shit myself, man. I got scared very easily. I don't know if y'all can tell. I was playing Fears to Fathom, bro, and I swear to God, I tickled myself a little bit, bro. A little bit of piss came out my wiener, bro. What the fuck, nigga? What the fuck, nigga? What the fuck, nigga? Yo, bro, who just sent me $100 on Cash App, folks? Who just sent me another $100? Bro, Joshua with the $100 on Cash App, bro. What the fuck, nigga? It's 15 niggas in here, bro. Bro, I swear to God, niggas have donated me $100 every day since I've been literally every single day. A nigga has donated me $100, bro. Ever since I got banned off of Twitch, bro. Bro, is that you, Solid? Holy fuck. Bro, why don't you put your Twitch, your YouTube name in here? I don't know who the hell this is, folks. And that Manny Pacquiao profile picture, hard as hell, too. Shout out Manny Pacquiao, man. Real shit. Shout out Pac-Man. Oh, my God. Nigga, why did you put your fucking name in here? Nigga, all I see is Solomon and I adding up, bro. Why don't y'all put y'all YouTube name in there, folks? Y'all, bro, this shit crazy as hell, folks. What the fuck, nigga? Nigga just gave me gas money for at least 2 weeks, 3 weeks on, folks. I'm definitely finna use that shit to get to work. Thank you, bro. Thank you for supporting me, bro. Real shit. I always appreciate shit like that. Real talk. I ain't crying, by the way. That's just my eyes are just they water up when I'm feeling anxious. Holy fuck. Scooby Doo 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 Doo. Bro, I appreciate that, folks. My go evil. Is that my McKendra, bro? You can't see me in this withered state, folks. Like this is not even a peak of my powers, gang. I'm just on this YouTube, folks, trying to grind. Niggas, whatever y'all see, whatever these viewer counts, all this shit you see, folks, this is all temporary, gang. This is all temporary, bro. Like you feel me? Like niggas have to you know, kind of reset, start from scratch, you feel me? You said I had to do it, bro. I appreciate it though. If that was really you, Solomon, bro, I appreciate you for no talk. Like no talk. Real talk. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that, gang. Oh, my Kendra, I want to say too, I love your Nintendo Switch headset, folks. Nintendo Switch head ass nigga. I appreciate you, folks. Real talk. You said, Box, remember when I gave you a pin in the first nigga? There's a chance you weren't even alive. You go up and up every day. Stop explaining to yourself to these ticklish niggas. What the fuck? Hello? What does that mean? Ticklish niggas. Excuse me? I mean, yeah, you know what? Let me just completely ignore that part. You're right. I don't have to explain shit to nobody, folks. I don't gotta explain nothing, folks. I don't gotta explain shit. You right. So, I mean, like, tickle. I never heard nobody like refer to motherfuckers as ticklish. That shit kind of weird to me, folks. Don't just call me Stelly, bro. You don't gotta call me Solomon, bro. I'm not finna call you. I'm finna call you by the name you put as your goddamn Twitch name, nigga. You're Solomon. The fuck? If you wanted a different name, you would have made that your name on here too. You know, so I got the same name across all platforms because I want to be ubiquitously referred to as Boxy Brown, bro. The fuck? You don't just have two names, nigga. Do you have two names in real life? You said, I'm different. You are different. You're very different. I was looking at some of your content. You are very different. I appreciate how your content is at least somewhat personality driven, though. I like that. You got that going for you. Above all else. You kind of rude though, bro. In a good way though. Like if you, I feel like if I don't see a person's content and it don't want to make me smack the shit out of them, they're not doing a good job with their content. Your content makes you want to smack the shit out of you, so you're doing a good job. No cap. Keep it up, my Kendrick. Real talk. Keep it up. Boxy, probably my favorite streamer. Chill, I be playing this all up. I know you playing for. I know you playing for. I get it. Yo, Box, probably my favorite streamer. Thank you. Uh, what I'm sending the bazooka to your house. Shit, I'm a ting parry that shit. What is you talking about, nigga? I'm the only nigga in the world that can parry your fucking RPG on folks. Yo, Boxy Pride. Excuse me, Leah. Do you have a problem? Do we got to take this shit outside? I don't mind fighting no girl. Don't. It's not. Listen. Listen. For I even make it on. I even make it equal turns. For I do it with one hand tied behind my back. So just so we equal, folks. I swear to God. You can get your best. I will let you get your best shots in, folks. You said you probably will just with your energy. Hey, but I support you though, gang. Thank you for pulling to the stream. I appreciate you, folks. I appreciate you. My Kendra. My favorite booty hole medication. Thank you. My booty hole was loose last night. I had to use some of my Kendra on folks. Tighten that motherfucker up. Yeah, that shit. That shit was like a leaky faucet. Boxy Pride, you feel me? Nah, I don't feel you, Leah. I don't feel you, bro. Oh my goodness gracious. Why is all the chat text green for that shit weird? Alright, I'm gonna get into this actual streaming content though, because I feel like I'm kind of coasting right now. Let's see what the Discord talking about, folks. You said Boxy got pegged, so I didn't get pegged, nigga. You ever heard of a hemorrhoid, nigga? Oh, did you have a YouTube account before Boxy Brown? Yeah, I did have a YouTube account before Boxy Brown. I had anime. I already told y'all about Anime Update Network, folks. And I also had like I had two pages for I had ACSS 999, which is my first page for I used to do I used to like repost like news articles. Who the fuck is that? Ugh. Anyways, I used to post fucking like news articles for like games and shit for when I was legit. But like I'm gonna tell y'all, I used to have like a shitty ass like cam recorder for like I used to have like I used to use like this shitty ass free software I have for to like record the pages and then I just upload it just by itself. Like this on bro. I screen record the page, and then for some reason, the screen recording software had like a mic function on it, bro. So every time I tried to fucking record a video, bro, it would record everything I was doing in the background. For as you can see. I don't know what the hell that bell was. I think that's a dog. I think that was my dog, or it could have been a cat. I don't really know. I didn't have no cat. I didn't have no cat back then. But I was young as hell, folks. Just because I say 15 years ago, I mean it was a long ass time, folks. This shit for one. I was in the single digits when I made this page. Keep in mind, my age was in the single digits, folks. So don't think I'm too old or nothing like that, folks. It's not that. It's not. I was not 15 here or nothing. I'm not going on 30, folks. I promise y'all, I'm not. I'm telling y'all again. This shit ass. This shit was never good. I had no idea what kind of video I wanted to make, folks. These ain't even videos, folks. I was afraid to show my face online, gang. I was genuinely like horrified of showing my face online. I don't even remember what account I had this with, bro. I don't even remember what account this was, folks. What did I find funny back then? Oh my god.
Good.
Oh my fucking god, bro. And I had another page. If I can find it. Oh no, man, I changed it to Boxy Brown Live. I remember now. This is my other page, y'all, that I've neglected, bro. But this I converted it. I converted it into my secondary page. You feel me? So as long as I don't fucking shit. As long as I don't, I can go. Let's see, manage my videos and shit. I can go right here. And what the fuck, nigga? What the fuck do I go to? I think I deleted. Yeah, it's this shit. How long ago was this? Let me see. 2000. Oh my god. This is the last time I actually tried to make YouTube videos, folks. Y'all know I can edit though, right? Y'all know I can edit. Like, y'all know I can edit. I ain't gotta explain this shit. Y'all know I can edit videos and shit. You feel me? You feel me, folks? Nigga, why are you saying help for, nigga? What video was this? Oh, viewer confession. This AMV code. That's what I'm telling niggas, folks. Lock into the method, folks. Bro, it's a new Nick, bro. I gotta watch this Nick Crowley video, folks. And it's 10 p.m., bro. I need to not be able to go to sleep tonight. No cap. I need to not be able to go to sleep tonight, bro. Holy shit. You need to watch this shit. But before I get into that, though, what the hell was I finna do? What the fuck? I was literally finna do something, folks. I can't remember what it was.
It was so bad.
And I would just.
You said undo viewer. I do viewer, bro, nigga. I was finna when we was hitting 70, 80 viewers before they took me down, bro. Before they eviscerated my Twitch, we was hitting peak viewership, right? Oh, I swear to God, that same day or the next day, I was finna do viewer confessions again, bro. I promise you, bro. And they fucking cooked me, gang. They cooked me, folks. I'm not even gonna lie. I hope I'm not on that. No, you didn't say nothing that time. Like that very same day, folks. We was hitting peak viewership that day. I swear to God, I was finna do viewer confessions that day. They cooked me, gang. Real talk. I was like, shit. Damn, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Collaborations are gonna become crucial in the future, bro. As much as I like doing this solo shit, folks, I gotta get interactions out of other content creators, bro. Because what I think happened with Streamer University, folks, because they might have looked at my body of work and they might have seen that I don't interact with a lot of other people, folks. And they might think like, damn, this nigga not a people person. He a fucking loser, bro. He just stands room in his dark ass room, musty room all motherfucking day, not doing shit. But I promise you, there's more versatility to me, folks. Like, it's more to me. Like that T Mace clip got almost 100,000 likes on TikTok. So it's not like I'm not bad. I'm bad at interacting with niggas. I can interact with niggas. I can make moments, folks. Like, it's just a matter of time, folks. It's just like in time and perspective. Like it's like shit not gonna happen overnight. You feel me? We We got to work on that shit. Oh my god, I was really on some gay shit.
Ring doorbell begins.
Alright, folks. We're finna react to this Nick Crowley video, though. We're finna react to this Nick Crowley video, bro. Mysteries of the Internet. Volume 1. I'm finna react to this shit, bro. So get your popcorn, bro. Get your dildos. Because I know you like to beat your meat to me when you watching the stream. Just get everything you got, man. We're finna sit here and we're finna watch this video, folks. Real talk, bro. I don't know where the fuck I'm going with that. Ignore everything I just said, folks. Just ignore everything I just said, folks. Please. Like, what the fuck? Alright, folks. I'm back. Let's go on the YouTube later, by the way. I'm finna start uploading reactions to shit to my YouTube. I feel like I've been slacking on that. This is definitely going on the YouTube later today, man. Or tomorrow. I don't fucking know. Probably tomorrow. But alright, though. Mysteries of the Internet, bro. Mysteries of the Internet, part 1, bro. Let's see what Nick Crowley talking about, bro. The following video contains season maybe. Damn, can I read, nigga? Bitch.
It's the 22nd of November, 2019. A Ring doorbell begins recording as a young girl approaches a home in the Harriet Creek Ranch neighborhood of Texas.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't care. I don't know what you is. In my camera, you look like a poltergeist. I'm not opening the door. I ain't gonna cap.
It's pitch black out,
Niggas fall for this trick and die in horror movies all the time. I'm not one of them.
and the girl is seen all alone, which by itself is strange enough, but it's moments later that this footage becomes truly concerning.
Yep.
No, please. Please help.
She was begging for help, pounding her hand against the door, all the while continuously turning her head around, as if she was expecting someone to come up behind her. The footage then comes to an abrupt end, only to start again seconds later.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, hell no. Bro, why did it flicker up like that, bro? Holy shit. It's like a fucking alternate. Look at her. I don't want my camera, folks. Look at her, folks. What the fuck? Bro. Nah.
Only to start again seconds later. But this entire time, no one answers that door. The wait was just too unbearable for the child, as she then took off.
Like she came from she fucking ran from a domestic abuse situation or something, folks.
yelling incoherently in the street before running out of view of the camera. Frustratingly, this footage was only viewed by the homeowner well after the fact, and reports seem to indicate that this was a property that they rented out rather than lived in, with it being unoccupied on that night. But after seeing the video, the homeowner immediately contacted law enforcement and shared the video online in the hopes that more information would come forward, as it seems that neither they nor the police had any idea who this child was.
Oh my god, I want to look at
Why
that.
she needed help.
Ugh.
But since these clips were first shared, these questions have still yet to be answered.
Pack a
At
punch
least
ray gun
publicly,
to the
as
face.
there have been no updates from law enforcement. Along with this, there have been no accounts from neighbors about the incident or any footage from other homes in the neighborhood, perhaps implying that this was her one and only stop of the night. It's like after this footage, this girl dropped off the face of the earth, with this entire situation being a mystery to this day, leaving us with only theories. The first and most popular theory is that this girl was an escaped victim of kidnapping, or perhaps an abusive household, and had run to the closest home to ask for help. We've seen situations like this many times before, with the most popular example at the moment being the case of Ruby Frankie, whose son escaped their house and ran to their neighbor for help.
Wondering if you could do 2 favors, taking me to the nearest police station. Well, actually, just one's fine.
This certainly falls in line with this girl's behavior, as she was clearly scared about someone or something following her, hence why she kept looking back. And given that there have been no updates to this case, and that seemingly no one else saw her that night, it would indicate that whoever she was running from had recaptured her shortly after. And what makes this theory even more horrifying is that many online users believe that this girl isn't the only person shown in this footage.
Help, please.
As in the background, some can see what appears to be movement behind the bush, and potentially even a figure.
Please help.
Huh?
And this just so happens to be the direction that this girl is looking in every time she turns back, almost like she knew someone was hiding there. Which brings us to our second theory, that this entire thing was a setup. The belief here is that this girl was coerced into going up to a stranger's home to beg for help, so that when this unsuspecting homeowner would open their door, those people who made the girl do this would then rush into the home and rob the person. This could explain why she was looking at that bush so frequently, as that's where this person or these persons would have been hiding, and she was looking to them for guidance, perhaps unprepared for the homeowner not to open their door. Both of these theories are disturbing in their own right, and both clearly indicate that this girl is in
All this shit is bad though. It's all bad. Like fuck. There's not a single good outcome here,
need of
folks.
help, regardless of what the situation is. But still, there's been no confirmation as to whatever happened to this child, even despite the public interest. One of the biggest talking points online came from some theorizing that this girl might be Serenity Denard, a then 9-year-old girl who had gone missing in February of 2019 from a children's facility in South Dakota, who looked eerily similar to the child shown in this video. But in my research, I was able to find a Facebook post from one of Serenity's mothers, who shared that they were in fact aware of the video, and that they had actually contacted law enforcement about it. And in her post, she claims that investigators told her that the girl had been identified at some point, and that she had lived in that neighborhood, with there being no further elaboration as to why she was asking for help. This is quite literally one of the only updates I was able to find, but unfortunately it was one that I wasn't able to confirm, and it also fails to explain what exactly happened to this girl, leaving this footage and this entire scenario as one of the many mysteries of the internet.
Why they gotta focus up on it, folks? God damn.
Throughout my time here on YouTube, I've stumbled across some of
Ugh.
the most frightening things on the internet. But one of the discoveries that scared me the most was my own personal
Why
information. The
did
most frightening
he
thing-
bogus as hell? Y'all who remembers I think it's probably too young for, but this from Crashbox. This probably would creep out a nigga that's never seen this show. But I used to stay watching. I used to stay watching Crashbox as a kid. I was never weirded out by that shit. So many other niggas I grew up with saying they was weirded out by this shit. They was creeped out, bro. I fucking love this show, bro. It was like it was the most creative, educational kid show out there, bro. It was so fucking different, bro. I love Crashbox, nigga.
things on the internet. But one of the discoveries that scared me the most was
It had like a combination of like stop motion animation, like puppetry, in traditional 2D animation, bro. It was legitimately like the most creative kids show to ever exist, hands down, bro.
My own personal information, just out there in the open on random sites that could be accessed by anyone. This is all because of data brokers who sold my information, making private things like my phone number available for anyone to see.
Why am I watching this shit? Shut up.
And in those 2 weeks, you'll discover where your data
What the fuck? Amsterdam shitty. Amsterdam Scheiser. Amsterdam shite incident. Ringweg A10. Okay.
It started with a police chase.
Alright.
An officer parked alongside a highway in North Amsterdam had witnessed a black Mercedes speeding down the road and was now desperately trying to keep up with it. But the effort was to no avail, as the Mercedes would soon disappear from the officer's view. And when it would come back into view minutes later, it wasn't moving. It was instead left abandoned on the side of the road, the driver's side door hanging wide open, and the driver himself being nowhere to be seen, leaving that officer alone with the suspect's car, but no suspect. However, the vehicle hadn't been left entirely empty, as in the driver's rush to flee the scene, he had accidentally left his cell phone behind, and so the contents of this phone would be searched, which quickly led to the discovery of this driver's identity. But for investigators, there was a far more pressing finding on that device. A finding in the form of a minute-long video stored on the man's camera roll that indicated that this driver may have been involved in a crime far worse than just speeding.
Nah. Come on, folks.
The footage was taken inside a different vehicle and showed an unseen driver holding up his cell phone alongside another man in the passenger seat. The camera was focused on a car in front of them, with both men seeming intent on catching up with it, as in the moments before this recording started, something had happened between them, which the men inside this car felt they had to get revenge for.
Voor ons net hebben brutaliteit met ons gemaakt. Deze mannen voor ons hebben net brutaliteit. Raan, maat, ze gaan niet raan.
They referred to this unseen incident as an act of brutality by a group of men in this other vehicle, and by the looks of it, it's likely that this car had simply cut them off, as there was a freshly closed lane in the stretch of road at the time, which created an unexpected merge. And this is most likely what this group inside this separate car thought too, as they were showing no signs of road rage, and were instead just casually driving with the flow of traffic. However, it's clear that the men behind the camera felt differently, as in their minds, what this other driver had done to them was so awful that it was worthy of only one punishment: death.
What the fuck are these terrorists, folk? Is they even speaking a language? What language do they speak in Amsterdam, bro? Amsterdamanese? Do y'all know?
And so, this duo inched their vehicle closer and closer to this anonymous car, while continuing their rambling about this act of brutality. And when they finally positioned themselves next to the vehicle,
oh shit.
the man in the passenger seat brandished a pistol and pointed it directly at the driver of this vehicle.
Dutch? Douche?
The footage from here is incredibly shaky, and the window had been rolled down, causing the audio to peak and become distorted and indecipherable. Because of this, it's hard to say for sure what happens next.
Damn.
It appears that the man holding the gun attempts to fire the weapon before
jammed.
throwing it back into the car, cocking the revolver once more, and firing again.
Nigga forgot to cock the revolver, bro. This was not an educated drill, bro. They get their ass lit the fuck up in this city doing that shit. You giving these niggas, you gave the other niggas in the car. If you was trying to hit a drill on somebody, you done gave the other niggas in the car way too much time to reassess the situation and realize that they finna get hit on folks. They might clap back. I'm not even gonna lie. Yo, you might be Swiss cheese in the next minute. I'm not gonna lie. If it was his intention to go out to actually pull that revolver out and do something for, he would have been cooked by the end of it. I'm not even gonna lie.
And begin celebrating before the recording stops. Based on the footage, it's unclear what happened to the driver of this vehicle or the other occupants, and finding this information became priority 1 for law enforcement. In their research, they determined that this video was shot on May 12, 2014, at around 9:40 p.m., 1 full month before they had stumbled upon it, and it had been taken on the A1 highway near entrance 2101. And yet, when they checked their files to match this information with any of their cases, they realized that there was no record of this incident. This crime had never so much as been reported, despite it seeming to depict a shooting in the middle of a busy highway. To make matters more confusing, police were able to track down the men who took this video and carried out the actual attack, and yet neither of them claimed to know what happened to the people that they shot at, and both refused to elaborate any further, leaving investigators in a strange position. They had undeniable proof of a crime, one that at the very least was attempted murder, and they also had their suspects. They just didn't have any victims. And so they studied the footage even more, which is when they made a disturbing revelation about these victims. Throughout the video, the perpetrators refer to the people within this car as a group of men, and while the footage we have today has the occupants' faces blurred, they were able to conclude that the driver was in fact a man. However, they discovered that the passenger next to him is clearly a woman wearing a headscarf. And most shocking of all, in the back seat was what appeared to be
a child.
Meaning that they had been shooting at what, in all likelihood, was a family. Police released this video to the public later that year under the name Amsterdam Schiet Incident Ringweg A10, or Amsterdam Shooting Incident on Ring Road A10, where they revealed this footage but disguised the voices and faces of the perpetrators for unknown reasons. And in releasing this, they asked the public to come forward with any information that could help identify this family. They asked for witnesses on the scene, car repair shops that may have fixed a car with bullet holes, any hospitals that had shooting victims on or around that day, and most importantly, they asked for the family inside this car to come forward, as without their testimony, convicting these men was nearly impossible, as it wasn't fully clear what crime they'd even committed. That was 11 years ago, and to this day, no one has come forward, leaving us with only theories.
Right.
The first theory is that the people shot at in this footage may have been undocumented immigrants, or perhaps one of them had a warrant out for their arrest, meaning that if they were to report this crime, or if they were to have gone to the hospital with a bullet wound, then police would have certainly got involved, and in turn they would have gotten in trouble as well, essentially forcing them to stay quiet as saying anything would put their freedom in jeopardy.
Type shit.
Another theory is that the shots may have simply missed the vehicle, and the driver decided not to report it, with some believing that this whole situation was no big deal. But to me, this doesn't seem like something that would be so easily brushed off, especially because a child
I ain't brushing off no nigga dumping the fire at me, folk. What?
was involved. Though it is possible that perhaps this family was afraid to report the crime, as they clearly knew how dangerous these men were, and feared that reporting this crime would only further put a target on their backs. And finally, there's the theory that this weapon never fired at all. This is where the audio peaking becomes a major factor, as it's extremely difficult to make out the sound of gunshots, as the gun was literally outside of the vehicle when it was seemingly being fired. But it is worth noting that investigators working the case—
Can we talk about how clean? Wait, I can't even say that. It's fade kind of bogus though, but like, this shit better than mine. No, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not fucking with the mid taper I got. I'm not going to this barber ever again. I'm not even gonna lie.
seemed confident that the weapon fired at least once, and I also personally hear a distinct popping sound at the end. But it's hard to say for sure, and it also is possible that this group was using blanks, with this all being an attempt to trick the other driver into thinking that he was in danger. But even with these theories, we still have no idea the fate that befell this family, and it's clear that they have no desire to come forward, for reasons we just don't know. Which leaves the Amsterdam shooting video, an internet mystery that may never be solved. Urgent, I need help, please. We are from BSAS West Zone, Castelar, San Juan neighborhood. Her name is Emma Rosario Culk, who's been missing since Friday, June 12th. If you saw her, please call. Any information will be appreciated. This post was made to the subreddit r/Argentina on June 16th, 2020 by a user named u/Naram, who asked for the public's help in finding a missing woman named Emma Culk, and in the comments he would offer more context.
Why does she look so weird, folks? Like, why does her face look so like uncanny valley, like she like an alternate or something. Am I tripping? Like her facial proportions look weird as hell. Like her forehead, little as fuck. She got these wide ass cheekbones, little ass eyes, with these big ass pupils. It look, what the fuck?
Context
Got some big ass. Never mind.
saying she went out to buy something and never came back. She was last seen here in the neighborhood. Sanchez and Pavan is the area where she went to buy something. She was dressed in the clothes that she's seen in the photo. She was carrying her wallet with her ID and a cell phone. Quickly, the post was inundated with concerned citizens wanting to help in the matter, with the gravity of the situation being made even greater, as earlier that day, Naram had made a similar post, which revealed that Emma Kolk was actually his mother. This revelation only made the post more important, as people left comments offering support and encouragement, with many even providing advice on how he could potentially track her down, to which Naram seemed genuinely grateful. Across the entire internet, this seems to be the first post ever made on Emma's disappearance, but it would be far from the last, as people spread this information far and wide almost immediately after Naram's post, which was also followed by several local news reports, which proved that Emma was in fact a real person and was in fact missing, with these articles mentioning something that her son had not, that she was feared to have been taken. The only thing we know for sure is that she went into her house, left her bike, and for some reason went out but did not come back in. Apparently, she did not leave on purpose, and that is what worries us the most.
Oh shit.
Things were clearly very concerning, and the tension of the situation only increased as a day passed. And then too, with Naram vowing to keep everyone updated on the status of the search. And sure enough, right after this update, Naram's missing mother would finally be found. The worst news, Emma Rosario Kolk was murdered. She had been missing since June 12th. Her son killed her with stab wounds and then buried her in the backyard of his house. He was arrested. Rest in peace, Emma.
What the
Emma
fuck?
Kolk had been found dead, murdered and buried in her own backyard, with the perpetrator allegedly being her own son, Daniel Kolk, who had confessed to stabbing her once in the chest and then twice in the head.
Fuck. Unc, I think if you act like you cussing that lost uncle, he gonna want you to be in his streams. Nigga, the Rakai method is patched, bro. That's been patched for some time. That shit don't work, gang. Y'all gotta understand, bro. It's like a 1 in a million fluke that shit ever actually works out for. Y'all gotta realize that.
Head before burying
Talking about was found buried and she was killed by her own. Yeah.
her body in the backyard, with a
All that
motive
shit
never being
crazy,
given.
bro. All that shit crazy, folks.
The ending to Emma's search was disturbing, but perhaps the most shocking part was the revelation that she was killed by her own son, 20-year-old Daniel Kolk, which immediately called into question Naram's Reddit post, as he had claimed to be Emma's son, leading many to wonder, was Naram the killer? And so, desperate for clarification, someone commented, "By any chance, are you 20 years old?" To which Naram actually responded, writing simply, 25, before eventually leaving the following explanation. Apparently, it was my brother. That's what the police said when they declared the crime. This would mean that when Naram had been making these pleas to find his mother, in reality, not only was she already dead, but she had been killed by his own brother and buried in their backyard. It's one of the most chilling things I've ever come across on Reddit, but the intrigue of this case doesn't exactly end here, as there was something about Naram's story that wasn't quite adding up. Just days before the disappearance of his mother, he had left a comment on an unrelated post saying, "When I was 8 years old, I wanted to ride a bicycle without hands, according to me because it was easy. I was on the street, dirt, and I let go of the handlebars, and here I am at 19 years old, with the handlebars marked on my abdomen." In his own words, Naram wasn't 25, but instead 19 years old, and potentially 20 years old by the time his mother was found, which put him at the exact age range as Daniel Kolk. This prompted a wave of speculation and confusion and spawned the enduring mystery: who exactly is Naram? While making things even stranger, digging deeper into his posting history, you can find another comment where he claims to have been working the same job for 6 years, which seemed to contradict the idea of him being 20, thus prompting even more confusion, which eventually caught Naram's attention, who responded by stating, "I didn't write that. It must have been my brother. I don't use this social network. I only used it twice for a work issue and now because my mother disappeared. This account is not mine." This recounting of events made Naram's initial story even more twisted, as if this was true, then not only was it his own brother that killed the mother he was looking for, but he was literally using that same brother's account And again, this gets stranger. Around the same time, Naram would thank the internet for its help on the case, and then proceed to swiftly disappear, leaving the account untouched for over 2 years. But this silence would be broken in 2022 when they suddenly returned, with their posts being slightly unhinged, gloating about their internet status and bizarrely lashing out at random users who questioned him on his past and present motives. And in these ramblings, he would drop the bombshell that he wasn't actually Emma's son. He now claimed to be Daniel's best friend, writing that he allowed Daniel to make the post on his account to spread the news about his mother's disappearance, which he was completely unaware that Daniel himself had caused. This was the last real update in this case, and it only threw more fuel on the fire.
Why couldn't the nigga just make his own account? This, okay, that's some bullshit.
This mystery, with people wondering what version of events, if any, were true. When I hear about this case today, many seem to believe that the entire time Naram was actually Daniel Kolk, and he had made this post to make it seem like he was searching for his mother, and perhaps to even use any given advice to help conceal what he did. As remember, many were offering suggestions on how to find her, which Daniel in turn could have used to essentially do the exact opposite, to help make sure that she was never found. This is tricky because the account posted briefly after Daniel was supposedly arrested. However, the status of this case is entirely unknown to this day, as there have been no updates as to whether or not Daniel was actually charged, with some choosing to believe that this was him the entire time, and perhaps he was even held in prison for a few years before being released, thus explaining his 2-year absence. Another theory is that Naram was initially telling the truth, and that he was Daniel's brother, and that he was simply using the account to spread word of his mother's disappearance, before eventually abandoning it. And perhaps the most recent posting on this account was because it may have been hacked, which would explain the massive tone shift. Or maybe it's the most recent version of events that's the right one, and that this is actually Daniel's best friend. But why initially lie? And how do you explain the apparent inconsistencies in his age that are found throughout his posts? This entire internet mystery is one of the messiest I've ever come across, and nothing seems to make any sense, with the most inexplicable part being the very real murder at its core. A mother who was killed by her own son for no apparent reason, and given the lack of updates, it's hard to know if justice was ever served.
Didn't they say the nigga was arrested, bro? Ain't that the justice? Angeline Pete's final. Oh my.
It took several months for Angeline Pete's family to report her as missing.
I was hoping it wasn't gonna be one more, bro, but here we are.
She had a long history of leaving home for extended periods of time, running off to join the circus and hitchhiking rides all across the Vancouver area, before eventually returning home to her normal life. But this time it felt different. None of her friends or family had heard from her since May of 2011, and it was now nearing the end of summer. This was especially odd considering that Angeline was known to be constantly texting, as well as updating her Facebook profile, with that profile now sitting completely dormant. But within that page filled with your typical selfies and normal life updates, there was one post that stood out, the final post she ever made.
What the
This photo was posted
fuck?
without context on May 20th, 2011, a day that just so happened to be the very last time that the vast majority of Angeline's friends and family members had heard from her. And when looking into the context of this image, her disappearance only becomes more concerning. That night, Angeline had been drinking with her fiancé Robert Calden in downtown Vancouver, and while the two were waiting to catch a ferry back home, something had sparked an argument, which eventually led to a full-on physical altercation. This fight caused such a stir that eventually police would arrive on the scene, where they noted that Angeline's lip had been busted, leading to them placing Robert under arrest. Though in the end, no charges would ever be filed, as Angeline refused to give officers a statement and instead insisted on just going home, which led to the whole thing seemingly being dropped. It was directly after this that Angeline would post this photo to her Facebook account, without any sort of context, before proceeding to disappear into thin air.
I accidentally got my girl pregnant. What's your advice? That's tough. There you go, gang.
Her motivation for doing this isn't 100% known, but one could assume that she was trying to make a record of this attack, perhaps in case something were to happen to her. The timing of this is more than a little suspicious, and paints a horrifying picture of the potential fate of Angeline. That she had been murdered by Robert Calden as a result of their fight on the 20th of May. It's a case that seems as straightforward as it is disturbing, but that's only on the surface, as there was another factor at play here, as when the police stopped this couple from fighting on that fateful night, Robert wasn't the only one facing jail time. Angeline was no stranger to abuse. She had a long history of it herself, with her ex-boyfriend claiming to have suffered dozens of black eyes throughout their relationship, which had ended years prior. This violent behavior often stemmed from her trouble with alcohol, and Robert was clearly one and the same, with the two forming an extremely toxic relationship that often ended in one or both of them getting hurt. It was all too normalized for the pair, which was highlighted by one of Angeline's final texts, where she wrote, "Gee, my lip hurts. I hate him so much that I love him." Now, I do want to make it clear that this is in no way meant to come across as victim blaming.
God,
This
I
is
hope
vital
not.
information for this case,
Jesus.
as Angeline's history with violence had landed her in prison numerous times.
Her?
Most recently in 2009, when she was arrested for getting into a massive bar fight. This arrest in particular is noteworthy, as it carried with it multiple conditions. One of which was that Angeline was given a 9 p.m. curfew, and the other was that she was not allowed to drink, with both of these conditions being broken on the night of May 20th, when police intervened in her and Robert's fight. This meant that Angeline was now likely going to be reincarcerated, and sure enough, that same night, officers arrived at her home to question her on the matter, but she failed to answer the door, which led to a warrant being made for her arrest 5 days later on May 25th. That day, a squad car pulled up to Angeline's apartment to bring her into custody, but when police entered the home, they would only find Robert, who just so happened to be on the phone with her. And officers claimed to have spoken with Angeline during that phone call, where they advised her to turn herself in, though she claimed that she was no longer in the area, and eventually hung up the phone. This would be the last time that officers would speak to Angeline Pete, and seemingly according to Robert, she returned home and left the very next day on the 26th, and never came back. This whole revelation muddies the water in this case, and provides us with our second theory, that Angeline Pete had run away to avoid reincarceration. But there's something unusual to me about this phone call with police. Now, there's hardly any information about this case online, but from all the articles that I've read, it seems that no one in Angeline's life had heard from her after this photo was taken, with the exception of Robert. And when police spoke with her, it was only over the phone. They too hadn't laid eyes on her since the night of May 20th, prompting some to wonder if Robert had arranged for some sort of decoy to make this phone call. Though, however it happened, since that phone call, there has been no activity on any of Angeline's online accounts, and she has never deposited or spent a single cent from her bank account. From that point on, she's been essentially invisible. That was 15 years ago, and today we still have no concrete answers as to what happened to Angeline Pete, with some taking this as a sign that something sinister had in fact happened to her, as how can you go that long without leaving a trail, and without at least trying to come back? Especially in Angeline's case, as she was a mother. Angeline had a 7-year-old son who was by far the most important thing in her life. At the time she went missing, this child was staying with her father, Angeline's former partner, but she still played an incredibly active role in his life, and she wanted to be as involved as she possibly could be. And yet, after 15 years, she's made no attempts to try and reach out to him. Again, people have taken this as a sign that Angeline has perhaps been killed, and it isn't just Robert who they think might have done this, as some believe that she may have been killed by someone that neither they nor Angeline even knew. As I mentioned previously, Angeline had a habit of hitchhiking, and she was known
It's crazy that 2009 was 16 years ago. Holy shit.
to do so in a way that was overtly dangerous. And interestingly, there were some unconfirmed sightings of Angeline after she went missing, with some reportedly seeing her in Port Hardy and Grand Perrier, areas that she would have had to catch a ride to. Now again, these are totally unconfirmed sightings, but what's so chilling about this is that if she had been hitchhiking through those areas, then she likely would have found herself doing so along Highway 16, which is now known as the Highway of Tears. Without getting too deep into this stretch of road is notorious for its disproportionately high number of women who have gone missing on it, and especially Indigenous women, with Aboriginal organizations claiming that as many as 40 Indigenous women have been killed or kidnapped while on this stretch of road. And coincidentally, Angeline was an Indigenous woman herself, who may have found herself hitchhiking.
Nigga said I'm a 80s baby or a 90s baby. Nigga, no, I only know this century, dumbass nigga. I have no conscious memory of the 90s or the 80s. Shut the fuck up.
On that very
Of this century, nigga.
road. Angeline's disappearance is one of those cases that you can convince yourself that every theory is right. But as of right now, there's just no way to know what truly happened to her. And while this is an internet mystery for us, for Angeline's family, this couldn't be more real. Many of them are suspicious about Robert and believe that police didn't do a good enough job investigating him, as he was never even considered a suspect. But they also hold on hope that Angeline is still alive and out there somewhere, and they'll often hold events and vigils to keep her name in the spotlight, and to assure she knows that she can always come back home. And it's this hope that has fueled her son since she disappeared, as all throughout his childhood he played hockey as a way of helping to find her, with one family member saying, "That's why he wants to play hockey. So if he gets famous, his mom will find him."
Alright, y'all. Shit, that was a W video, man. What the fuck? I ain't gonna lie. That's probably not one of the better videos I've seen. I've seen creepier Nick Crowley. That was kind of tame in comparison to some of his other videos. I'm not even gonna lie. That was kind of tame, but it was still a good video though. Real shit. W video in the chat, man. W video. Alright, bro. We on to the next. On to the next. On to the next. I want to do some shit. I think I want to do some fucking I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't paying attention. Yeah. No Glaze, but you my favorite content creator. I've been watching you all the way from South Africa. Niggas bro. Bro. It's crazy how I got niggas. I've had niggas hit me up from Australia. I had a nigga tell me he fucked with me and like a bunch of niggas. It's a lot of niggas on Instagram that fuck with. You know I'm really like. So that's a lot of niggas in India that fuck with my content, bro. I thought that was so fucking weird, bro. I went on Instagram Live and I had like 3 Indian niggas tell me like, "Oh yeah, brother, we fuck with your content over here in India. Yeah, I show all my friends all your videos." I was like, "Hello, come again." Okay, that was horrible.